You know what else we're bringing on? Celebrating 40 years of this guy, Larry Sprinkle, Larry's dedication, his heart, and his talent. Today, though, Larry, we have a very special surprise for you.
That's right. Let's take a quick trip back to 2016. Larry, as you recall, a lot of people recall, you were in a serious crash, and there was a person who made sure you got out safely. You know who I'm talking about. A firefighter who not only saved your life, but also has become a lifelong friend. He's walking into the studio even as we speak. Let's bring him in. Welcome, Pete Baratsky.
My gosh, Pete.
Good to see
Larry,
you, my friend.
how are you?
How about
right
that?
over here. Wow.
How have you been?
Good to see you.
Good
Man,
to see
big
you.
hug, please. Thank you. So what an amazing surprise. Wow.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you. 40 years. I was there for your retirement.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate that.
For the fire department, and I can't thank you enough. Pete means so much to me because when I had a terrible accident back in almost 9 years ago, May 4th, 2016, Pete was the guy that I was trapped in my car. The whole hood, the front end of the car was on top of me, and Pete came through the back window, bashed it in, and jumped in the front seat and was with me the whole time. And it really was a lifesaver for me.
And as I recall, one moment of levity of that moment, as I remember what happened, somebody actually said there, "Are you Larry Sprinkle?" or something to that effect. Somebody recognized
well, some guy, my dad Larry Sprinkle in that car right there.
You go.
Yeah, this is from some video from back when I was in the wheelchair there after that accident. I was over at Charlotte Rehabilitation Hospital, and these are all the firefighters, Charlotte Mecklenburg. I can't thank the firefighters enough, the medics and all the people there. And Pete, like, I got to say one thing about Pete was there. I was so, and there's a lot of the firefighters, that's 9 years ago when they came out to see me. These are all the guys that were there and ladies that were there to help save my life, and literally.
It's a big crew.
It's a
not
big crew.
One person. It
no,
takes a lot
really
of
is. It does, yeah.
That severity of an accident.
And you know, Pete was there with me in the front seat, and that the whole the steering wheel's on top of me and everything. I couldn't breathe, and he pushed that off of me and held that off me so they could cut me. And they used every jaws of life and everything to get me out of there. And I just can't thank you enough. You know, the thing is, I was so frightened on that in that moment. And so Pete's next to me, and they were pulling me out. And I said, "Will you go to the hospital with me?" He rode in the ambulance with me, in addition to another firefighter who was there.
There was two. There was two of us
that rode with me. It was a terrifying experience.
Right.
And this man right here, it had been for this guy right here, is one of my best friends.
Yes.
And such a great guy. And I can't tell you, this is one of the best surprises ever. Well, I had no idea.
Good.
Thank you so much.
I'm glad you're surprised, and congratulations again on 40 years.
And please tell any of the crew, any of those folks you have a chance to see them. I know you're retired, doing other things now.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. You and I had a chance to be together for a 9/11 ceremony a few years back.
Yes, it was a number of years back for the Stephen Oakley Foundation Flags of Remembrance that they do every single year near Bearden Park.
Yeah.
To remember all the fallen firefighters.
Yeah, we're there together because you were a firefighter up in New York City one time.
I was on Long Island.
Yeah, Long Island. Yeah, during all that.
So, Long Island, so.
What an amazing surprise.
Well, and kudos to you, Pete, because I mean, this is Larry Sprinkle's story. He's a local, icon.
Yes.
But I bet you there are a lot of other Larry Sprinkles out there who've had similar stories with you.
No doubt about it.
And appreciate your dedication and your public service.
Thank you.
And jumping into action when people like Larry really, really needed it.
Pete's responsibility, he's such a humble guy, but he does a lot of those close, like going in small areas to save people.
Right.
In cars and houses and everything. And
you had the small guy in.
Yes.
Well, you had to bash in the back window to get into me.
I had to break the back window and crawl in to get to you.
Because the whole front end of the car was on top of it.
And I imagine this is something that you've trained for quite some time. But
Yes.
you know, when it's happening and the adrenaline is rushing, you spring into action very quickly, just doing what it takes to save that person.
We're highly trained. We train all the time. Even when we're not at the training academy, we always train at the stations just to be prepared for different type of incidents, because it's not always the same thing every day in and day out. Everything prevents a different challenge. So.
Well, Larry is thankful for you, and as are we for what you did that day and the entire time.
Yes. Ben did a lot of stories with me. He was there with me at the hospital too. So I'm so thankful for so many great people who came together, and the way this community still responds to what happened to me, because I was in pretty bad shape there for a while.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's a success story.
At what point did you realize that? I know as a professional you treated everybody the same, but at what point did you realize, oh, this is Larry Sprinkle inside this car?
It was after I got into the car, I was told.
Yeah.
And at that point, not taking anything away from you,
Sure.
but it's a patient, and you do patient care, and it's a victim, and you do what you have to.
Yeah.
Every single day. That's what they do.
And you rode with him in the ambulance.
He did,
Yes.
yeah. He was
Wonderful.
with me the
Once you
whole-
make patient contact, it's standard protocol with the severity of his injuries, we assist the paramedics in the back of the ambulance, stabilizing him and getting him to the
But
hospital.
it was such a comfort level to have Pete there with me.
What
at that time.
I'm sure.
One of my all-time favorite Larry Sprinkle stories, because it speaks to your work ethic, is what you had: broken legs, broken ribs. You had a lot, and you were black and blue from head to toe, as
Totally,
I recall.
yeah.
But the morning after this happened, the bosses called us all and let us know, hey, Larry's been in a serious accident. He's in bad shape. I come into the newsroom and I get a phone call. You know what I'm going to tell you, because it was funny in that it was very typical Larry. I get a phone call about 15 minutes before we go on the air, and it's Larry from his hospital bed asking to speak to me to say, Ben, I just want to let you know I'm not going to be there this morning.
That's Larry Sprinkle.
Larry, I understand. I've heard what happened, and I'm glad to hear that you're still in good spirits.
It was, yeah, I just felt like, and then at that point, for whatever reason, I thought I'll be back in about a week or two, but it was a long time after that.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure it was.
Pete, you've seen it all in your career, haven't you?
I've seen a lot.
Yeah.
And you never say you've seen it all, because just when you say that, something new.
Something else, yeah.
Yep.
But thanks to you, and thanks to all those who serve to help people who are in a serious, critical situation like I was in that day.
Yeah.
You mean so much to me. I'll never forget the moment. Never forget you coming here today. That's what a
glad I
great
could
surprise.
you. You surprised me at my retirement.
That's right.
Thank you, Pete Bresky.
Friends.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for
Okay,
coming
Sarah,
in.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Thank you.
By the way, folks, a reminder, you can celebrate Larry as well this week. There's all sorts of ways you can do it. Starting tomorrow, we're at the Charlotte Knights.
Larry is going to be throwing out the first pitch at the Charlotte Knights game. He's been warming up all week, getting ready for this. Then on Friday, how about having some coffee with Larry? That's going to be at the Amelie's in the Park Road Shopping Center from 8 to 10. And on Saturday, 2 options to celebrate this guy. First at the Shield Museum from 10 to noon, and the Charlotte Auto Fair from 3 to 5. Now, you do need tickets for every event except for Amelie's. Just head to our website, WCNC.com/community, to get more information.
Let's lighten the mood a little bit. Also involving Larry Sprinkle, because we have what is a 24-year tradition on this day, highlighting a popular spot in Mooresville after they started growing a new crop.
Who knew?
Right?
Take a look at this.
This is Kerrigan Farms in Mooresville, North Carolina, just outside of Mooresville, about 350 acres of peach trees, apple trees, asparagus, and now marshmallows. You have a fantastic marshmallow crop right here.
They look great this year.
Tell us about the marshmallow crop industry. I didn't even know that marshmallows grew on trees, but apparently they do.
Well, they do, just like apples or peaches, but they come off very early in the year this year because they can't stand the heat of the summer. You got to get them, Easter's kind of peak time for marshmallows.
I didn't know there were that many farmers. I mean, how did this industry start, where you get marshmallow farming?
Well, it's that all farmers are trying to diversify right at the moment because cotton prices are low and cotton and marshmallows are similar, but we can grow marshmallows and maybe make a little more profit.
So, I mean, how do you know if you got a good marshmallow?
Oh, that's an excellent one right there. Isn't that good?
Very good, very soft, very
Yeah.
tender, very sweet too.
That's right. And these are fresh
Very
off the
good.
tree.
Very nice.
Like a homegrown tomato.
Oh, it's even better. And there they are. Pete, I would like to offer you as many of these as you would like.
Freshly picked.
Please have
Organic?
one.
Thank you.
These are
Thank you
right
very
off the
much.
tree. Please sample.
That's
Thank
right.
you.
This is like Doug Karen was saying. This is one of the best years ever for marshmallows.
The drought was good for it, evidently.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
The winter really just got them going.
Melt in your mouth and in your hand. That's what I like about
That's
these.
right.
Yeah, I got too much on the clicker. I had the
You get a sticky clicker.
sticky clicker
Yes.
a while ago for the marshmallows. But once again, Pete Bresky, thank you so much,
you very
for
much.
coming out, surprising me. What a special thrill it was. And you guys in on all this?
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
Maybe.
Of course,
you.
Pete, thank you, sir. Thank you for your service as well.
Yes, thank you.
Always,
I
we
appreciate
appreciate
it.
it.
Thank you.
Like I said, there are a lot of Larry Sprinkles out there who are grateful for you.